Revolutionary greetings, comrades. A Zimbabwean based in the United Kingdom, William Chianga, I think that's the name, who's said to be a member of the opposition in Zimbabwe, Triple C, has been arrested, we're told, in the United Kingdom, and whether has been sentenced for 10 years in prison or is about to be sentenced. This brings a spotlight on the opposition in Zimbabwe. Is it violent? That's the question we ask. But this raises a serious question. Let us for a simple moment, think that if William Chiangwa was in Zimbabwe, making those utterances that he was making on the video, telling people to go and bomb the police station, commit acts of violence, let us for a moment assume that was in Zimbabwe. Then arrested by the Zimbabwean Republic Police and sentenced to 10 years. What was the opposition in Zimbabwe going to say? Were they not going to mobilize the entire international community to say this is politically motivated? The Zimbabwean government or the police have no right to arrest this person on the basis that is a member of the opposition. It is political intimidation. Now, it is the British police in Britain that arrested him for the utterances that he was making. So we need to engage on this question and ask ourselves, how do we conduct ourselves, those in the opposition? How do we use social media as a tool to disseminate the information that we want those that we are targeting to receive it? I'm recording this in South Africa. I might be safe from the Zimbabwe police because I'm in South Africa. But can the South African government allow me to use this YouTube channel to incite people to commit acts of violence in Zimbabwe, as was done by William in the United Kingdom? The British government thought otherwise, said, no, we can't allow you to incite people in Zimbabwe to commit acts of violence, which they describe as terrorism. Now, the problem now is that the international community will begin to say, wait a minute, maybe the political activists who are arrested in Zimbabwe behave in the manner in which William behaved. They might reach that conclusion and say, maybe it is not politically motivated after all. Remember, we have activists that are in prison. MRP activists, Triple C activists, Job Scholar in particular. Now, if William, alleged to be a member of Triple C, made those utterances on a video, calling on Zimbabweans to go and burn down police stations, and the British government says this is terrorism, is inciting people to commit acts of violence. As we build to the 2023 elections, and the opposition members get arrested inside Zimbabwe, what would be the attitude of the so-called international community when an opposition or a person alleged to be a member of the opposition, Triple C, is sentenced to 10 years in prison in a British jail, not in a Zimbabwean jail? Because I bet with my last cent that if it was in Harare, sentenced to 10 years in prison, all of us were going to condemn the judiciary in Zimbabwe, that it is not independent. But what do we then make of the judiciary in England, where he was arrested? This is why, as the Zimbabwe Communist Party, we are saying no one has a monopoly over what we might call opposition politics or politics in general in Zimbabwe. We are always being told when we talk in the context of an election in 2023, we are told, no, you want to divide votes. Hey, you want to assist the ZANU-PF by dividing votes, then ZANU-PF will rule forever. All of us must unite behind the opposition. No. We were not created, or we did not establish ourselves to be an extension of another political formation. If we wanted to be an extension of another political formation, there was no reason for us to be established as the Zimbabwe Communist Party. We're simply going to join that political formation as individuals. So we do not exist to be an extension of another political formation. We exist to contest for state power. That's why we exist as the Zimbabwe Communist Party, to contest for state power. And we have said there are many routes to contest state power. Hence, we do exist for that. So we're not an extension of anyone and will not be an extension of anyone. And when we critique the opposition, we are not an extension of ZANU-PF. No. We're an independent Marxist-Leninist political formation. But the question remains, what would have been our attitude, all of us, if this William was in Zimbabwe, arrested by the Zimbabwe Republic Police, goes to court, sentenced to 10 years? We are silent because it is the British judiciary system that is sentencing him to 10 years in prison for inciting people to commit acts of violence inside Zimbabwe. There are many on social media, because they are overseas in Europe, in North America, in Asia, in South Africa, who are not in Zimbabwe, who then use social media to incite violence. So be careful on how you use social media. Your host government might actually arrest you. Please share your views on what you think on this subject. Write in the comment section. I am Ngqabutho Nicholas Mabhena. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Otherwise, Amandla Comrades.